Here's another promo we could do. The new idea I came up with a few days ago with talking about the plot twists in certain series. You remember that?
No.
Oh, I remember this discussion.
So, hey, I had a really cool idea for a new series we could do. Talk about the best plot twists from stories we like. They could be from either experiencing the story in chronological order or by release dates.
See, I'm hindered on that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hindered on that one, though. I can't talk about Kingdom Hearts because if Maddux does enjoy the first game, I can't talk about anything.
Well, now that you told me there's a plot twist, I'll be looking for one.
You ain't gonna find them.
Maddux, there's always a plot twist in any well-written story.
I know.
You ain't gonna find. And Ben, I think you'll agree with me. He ain't gonna find them.
Maddux, the plot twists in Kingdom Hearts are as obvious as any other plot twist in any other series. I don't understand what you're talking about. I mean, the plot twist at the end of KH1, where something occurs to someone, is pretty obvious as a plot twist. I don't know what you're talking about.
What, Sora?
Do you know what I'm talking about, Jacob?
Yes,
Do you know what plot twist I'm referring to?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's a plot twist. That's
wait. Let me confirm. I'm gonna text you.
What is Sora's that the girl with Sora ends up being the bad guy or something like that?
LOL, no.
Or I got a better one. She's no longer annoying. Is that the good plot twist?
No, in fact, the plot twist is she's a guy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking autocorrect.
Yes, that's the plot twist, Jacob. That's a plot twist. That's an obvious plot twist.
Okay, I was confirming that was the one and not.
You guys just want me to take off my headphones for a few minutes?
No.
And you guys just talk
in editing anyways.
Ah, good point. I will. No.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta get this window closed.
But talking about plot twists,
the first one I sent, not the second one, right?
I'm trying to think of a good game I play that has a good plot twist.
I mean, it doesn't have to be games. It can just be anything.
A game or a movie that actually has a good plot twist and not just
the
I am your
The I am your father is
a universally known plot twist.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about like at the end of the movie.
Maddux, Maddux, what series you and I have watched contains pretty much an epic and huge plot twist in almost every season?
Red versus Blue.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that.
But all right, it's a good discussion. Ow. What is a plot twist and what is just the plot thickening?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Well, I mean, there's already legitimate definitions.
Yes, I know, but I'd like to go into that further because a plot twist, like I can see dead people, is a good plot twist.
I see dead people.
But the plot
or
twist,
red rum.
Yeah, but the plot thickening, like someone dying at the end of the movie, that's not a twist. Or someone turning bad at the end of the movie, that's not really a twist. It's more of the plot thickening.
No, the plot thickening is a form of plot twist. That's the thing.
No. A plot twist is a form of the plot thickening. There are other ways to thicken a plot other than a plot twist.
Would you consider Anakin turning to the dark side the way he did being a thought thickening, or I'm sorry, the LOL. Our dust has too much walls.
No, that's not a twist to me. That's not a twist because first off, even if you do watch it in chronological order, there's so many signs of him turning to the dark side. It's not a twist.
But they're not. They're very vague signs. They're not.
Yes, but it's still even if you didn't have the signs, him returning to the dark side is not a twist. I don't view that as a twist in any way. A twist is something out of the blue that completely caught you off guard with no signs whatsoever.
Like in Sing when.
So that means if some character
I don't know. Hold on, Ben. I'm going to address the Sing. I didn't catch a single plot twist in Sing.
I would maybe call maybe not a plot twist. Maybe it would be the plot thickening when the building collapses.
Father. Yeah, no, that's the plot thickening. That's not a twist. You didn't. Now if they would have come out and say oh, Nana owned the building the entire time, that would have been a terrible plot twist. But that's a plot twist. It's something out of the blue. I am your father. Out
Okay.
of the blue. Plot
All right,
twist.
Maddux, would you?
I see dead
would
people
you,
out of the blue. Plot twist.
Would you consider character deaths that just occur out of the blue as a plot twist? Because I would, because that happens out of the blue.
No, it does happen out of the
I
blue,
would
but it's
consider
not a
that a plot
twist.
twist.
I don't think it's a twist.
What about you, Jacob? Do you think
I
people?
think it depends on.
I believe it can be a plot twist, but it's not just a plot twist.
I don't think it's a guaranteed plot twist, but I do think certain ones are considered a plot twist, like what I was texting you about.
Or you would consider that a plot twist?
I would consider that a twist.
And so would I. I mean, in fact, this was one of the things I was going to bring up in the video, which, we'll bring it up again anyway. But like, one of the plot twists, if you watch the Star Wars, if you experience the Star Wars franchise in chronological order, not just the movies, but like everything, is Grievous dying in Episode 3. I consider that a plot twist because you don't see that coming. Because the entire time the audience who's experiencing the Star Wars franchise in chronological order, they're like, okay, yeah, it's Grievous. He's a cool character and all, but he always survives. And yeah, he's creating this rivalry with Obi-Wan. And then like Episode 3 occurs and like, okay.
And
right,
in chronological order, you mean watching
blah, blah, blah.
In chronological order, you mean watching the Clone Wars also, right? Just clarifying.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, I was saying the entire franchise. So like the entire time it's like, okay, it's Obi-Wan versus Grievous again. Like, okay, yeah, all right, they're fighting. Oh, okay, well this is amounting to something. Grievous is actually getting the upper hand this time. He's dead. I didn't see that.
I guess spoiler alert for the 2 people on the planet who haven't seen Star Wars.
Yeah, but
I've never seen Star Wars.
But
like that's a plot twist because
No,
if
it's
you
not.
experience the entire, yes, it is, because Grievous just dies right there. That you're not expecting it. It just happens
Yeah, you are.
all of a sudden.
You completely expect it because he's in a fight.
It's like, oh,
when 2 people get in a fight, you expect there to be a plot twist, or not a plot twist. You expect there to be a death when 2 people are fighting.
Not necessarily true.
Most
Maddux,
of the time,
you're breaking up. You're breaking up. I can't really hear. I couldn't really understand you. Repeat all that again.
I can understand him fine. It's on your end, Ben.
Yeah, but when
Hello?
2 people fight, can y'all hear me?
I can hear
Hello.
you.
Barely.
I think Ben's going away.
Everyone's breaking up.
All right, Ben, that's on your end. Deal with it. When 2 people are fighting, that's not a plot twist. It's just 2 people fighting and 1 person dying. That's the plot thickens, maybe barely, I guess, in that case, because I don't really consider Grievous a part of the plot in 3, anyways. He was really more of a side deal.
No, Maddux, you're only looking at it as the movie itself.
We're
talking about the entirety.
Even in everything else.
Grievous is a major character.
When it comes to the movie of 3 in which he dies, it is not a plot twist. When it comes to the entire deal, it's still not a plot twist. It's not a plot twist. In any way whatsoever, it is not a plot twist. It's a character
This is where
dying.
the differences shine. And where I have to sit quietly as the middleman because I can very easily, more easily than both of them, just view it from both ends.
This is just one guy, just a dude dying. A plot twist is if Grievous came out and said, or Grievous turning out to be human in episode, or turning out to be a person or like a living being and not just a droid. Sort of a plot twist, maybe. All right, if you were to do it right with the plot and redo it, that could turn out somewhat of a plot twist. But him dying is not one. If Grievous were to come out and is like, well, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I was secretly working for the Republic the entire time. That's a plot twist. But not him dying. That's not a plot twist. Yes, I get that Grievous is hard to kill. But just because someone's hard to kill and then they die doesn't mean it's a plot twist.
But but the audience isn't expecting it to happen because they're so used to him just running away and surviving and living another day and all that jazz. And then just all of a sudden,
all right, so if one of the droids,
it just occurs.
So if one of the droids, like the battle droids, okay? Just the generic battle droids ends up killing a Jedi one-on-one, is that a plot twist? You don't expect it. You don't expect it. You don't expect it. Like I guess he's a terrible Jedi, but he's a Jedi nonetheless. Goes up against a battle droid, and the battle droid wins. Is that a plot twist?
It's a minor plot twist, in my opinion. Yes, I'd be like, oh, well, that's new. You don't see that every day.
So is Grievous a
I mean,
minor plot twist?
It's like when Fives goes up and kills what's her face in the Clone Wars. Not Fives. Tups. When Tups goes up because his inhibitor chip was damaged and everything. When he goes up and kills what's her face, that's a major plot twist in the sense of, because like, if in all reality, and I hate that I'm saying this because I wanted to reserve this, but considering we're on the topic right now, but I mean, Order 66 as a whole is a huge plot twist.
If you're watching in chronological order, yes.
Yes, it is, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the topic of that podcast would be plot twists that are influential to the story if you're watching it chronological or release dates. Like they both hold merit, you know.
Well,
And honestly, and because Grievous is such a significant and major character to the entirety of the Star Wars story, the fact that he just dies like that out of the blue, I mean, not only against his biggest adversary, I consider that huge plot twist because it turned a lot in the title of the war right there and then. Or it could have if Palpatine had rushed things. I
disagree. I don't see it being a plot twist, more just as a character dying, a bad guy. And in movies like Star Wars, bad guys die. You should expect the bad guy to die.
I don't expect anything.
Yeah, and that's where me and you insanely differ on. All right, because I actually am trying to guess what's going on in the movie, keep going forward. And if the movie outsmarts me, it's a good movie. Plot twist. And plot twist in I guess in Zootopia has a good plot twist. All right. It takes you and it goes, oh, it was the mayor's aide the entire time.
Yeah, that was a big
That's
plot
a plot
twist.
twist.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's a plot twist.
And they hit that one really well.
Not a plot twist. A character dying just in a fight is not a plot twist. Saying that, oh, it was like you point in the other direction is like, oh, I bet you didn't even expect this coming. Because by your standard of plot twist, every plot has a plot twist.
Well, most plots do have a plot twist.
Yeah. Most stories, if not all stories, have some sort of plot twist in some form or fashion. And the plot twist doesn't have to only pertain to the overall arcing of the entire story. You'll have plot twists within sub-stories that connect to the overall larger story. Like a character's story arc will have a plot twist that only is significant to that character's story arc, but not to the overall story.
Then it's not significant enough. I don't know, but it's not significant enough for me to call it a plot twist then.
So you're only concerned about the significant plot twists of the overall story.
When I say something is a plot twist, that means the entire story, not some minute thing that happens to some character off to the side that no one really cares about. That's not a plot twist. To me, a plot twist is twisting the entire plot. It's twisting the entire plot that affects everyone in the movie, something that's major, that's so big, and you go back and you watch it on your second viewing, you're like, oh my God, how did I not see this coming? And you go back and it changes everything. A plot twist to me is something major, not something minor that happens every 3 seconds in a movie.
You know, a major character has their own personal story arc, right? A plot twist can occur within their own story.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to play devil's advocate here. So I want Maddux, I want you to look at it like this. All right. Imagine the story. We'll use the Grievous thing. Okay.
Okay.
Put yourself in Grievous's position. If you just consistently run, suddenly when you finally get killed, when you finally have the upper hand and then you just suddenly die, would that not be considered a plot twist? You would be like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. I was just going to run away again.
No. But here's the thing. I'm only going to say it's a plot twist if I'm a viewer. All right? I'm not putting myself in the movie. I'm putting myself in the seats, viewing it. All right? I don't put myself inside the story and to determine if it's a plot twist because there's no plot in real life. If I'm in there, there's no like
Yes, there
plot.
is.
There's no like plot that someone has written out for me.
No,
And
but
there's
you
no-
make your own plot. You make your
Dude,
own story.
that's not what
as you
I'm
go.
talking about, Ben. Don't get into that. What I'm talking about is someone writing down on paper, a board of people having a discussion, writing out the plot, putting in Easter eggs early in for something that these other people know that's going to happen down the road. All right. I'm not going to sit here and have that guy doing that to me. But in reality, but if I'm sitting in the seat viewing something on TV, me as a person knows someone has written this. All right. And so I'm trying to figure out what this person has written. And if it twists and it turns so much where I did not see that coming, it's considered a plot twist to me. So I'm not going to say it's like, oh, I didn't expect to die, but I died. That's not a plot twist. More like if the viewer doesn't expect the person to die and the viewer has no clue, like if it was Grievous and Obi-Wan battling and all of a sudden a shot came out of nowhere and it was like, I don't know, it was freaking Count Dooku or something, and he turned good for some reason. Or
He'd already
maybe
been beheaded
Mace
at this point.
I know, but that would be a plot twist, wouldn't it? Count Dooku came down out of nowhere. No, if Mace Windu came out of nowhere with his starship and blasted Grievous away just to save Obi-Wan Kenobi, that would be a plot twist to me. All right, I would consider that a plot twist.
But if you experience the Star Wars story in chronological order and everything,
dude, I don't care about chronological order. No, I don't care about that. You know my philosophy on movie. A movie should be able to hold itself up without viewing anything outside of that. So if you want to call that a plot twist inside the movie of season or episode 3, I'm going to say in episode 3 that is not a plot twist because episode 3 has a different plot than the rest of Star Wars. It is not a plot twist. But even then, if you want to go throughout the entirety of Star Wars, I still don't consider it a plot twist at all.
But I don't think anyone would ever see that coming though.
Of course you do. My first time ever watching Star Wars, I saw it coming. Grievous is going to die. It's pretty darn obvious. He's going up against Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi is great.
Well, yeah, that's only viewing the movie itself. But when you watch watch the Clone Wars and you read all the books and everything.
Yeah, but realistically, who does that? Realistically, who does that?
Hold on.
Me and Jacob do that. Excuse me.
Well, I do.
Yeah,
both.
y'all are nerds.
Don't jumble me in. I remember, Ben. I look at both sides. I am the middleman.
Yeah, all three of us are nerds, Ben. All three of us are nerds. All right, of course we do
look at things differently. Maddux, you'll look at everything strictly from the producer's point of view and the audience point of view.
Yeah.
Ben goes full on like in universe.
Ben envisions himself inside the universe as a bystander, of a fly on the wall inside the universe. I'm a dude sitting in the seats like, is this a good movie or not? Am I entertained?
And then I do both.
Yeah, you're the guy.
Of course, I'm not
ducking between our shots at each other.
Yeah, that's why I've been real quiet this whole time. Like, I'm not into either perspective nearly as much as either of you. So I, as the middleman,
I'm not that. If you come up and talk to me, I'm really not that into that view. But Ben gets me this way. He gets me this way. Ben, thanks a lot, Ben.
I have to duck and cover during these things.
Oh, well. We've gone an hour. We can go, another 20 minutes, you guys think?
Ish. I don't know. Hold on. Let me take a look at the calendar real quick.
Ben, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, what are the topics?
I'm looking it up on the internet saying, I Googled, is a character dying a form of plot twist?
I could have done that while you two were duking it out.
Number 5. This is 5 tips for writing an effective plot twist. Number 5, try an unexpected kill. Your readers might hate you for a short while, but this technique provides an unexpected plot twist.
Game of Thrones.
Killing off one of the main characters in the middle of the story is something that always comes as unexpected. Readers pick up on who the key characters are earlier in the story if they are well developed.
But Grievous is not a key character.
He is in the entire franchise of Star Wars.
He's not in 3 though. He's not even that significant in the entire franchise of Star Wars.
Excuse me. He's the general
he's
the
a general.
droid
He is
army.
a general.
No,
he is
the general. The last time I checked,
Let me
All
list.
right.
Let me list
I'm
off
going
characters more
I'm
important.
going to Wikipedia right now.
Here are characters more important than Grievous. Okay, Dooku. All right, my roommate just said all of them. Dooku, Ventress, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan. Here, a freaking character more important than is the Admiral. The Admiral who's accompanies Anakin.
But Grievous is a very important character, nonetheless.
Tarkin was more important in the Star Wars franchise.
He doesn't really have as much screen time.
No, but he's
he
also
has his own book.
Yeah, he's very important. He's very important in the overall franchise than Grievous. All Grievous did was be a little bitch and run away from everything. That's all he ever did.
Oh, thanks, fucking Wikipedia. Wikipedia's having a problem right now.
I have Wikipedia pulled up on my computer.
I have it pulled up on mine too, and they just said, sorry about that. Wikipedia is experiencing some problems.
Darth Maul. Darth Maul is a bigger deal.
Darth Maul?
What?
What
did I say? Oh, Darth Maul is a bigger deal in the Clone Wars series than Grievous is in the Clone Wars series.
No, but we're not specifically talking about the Clone Wars series. We're talking about
that, but there's only two things that Grievous shows up in the Clone Wars series and in episode
General
3.
Grievous was the Kaleesh cyborg supreme commander of the droid army of the Confederacy of Independent Systems during the Clone Wars.
Supreme commander, meaning that he was the one who was in charge of all the military.
In the story, though, he's still not important of a character.
Last time I checked, the supreme commander of an army is a very
important
individual.
In universe, of course, he's an important figure, but as a character, he's not that important. All right. There are also a lot more important people in the Senate that are very important people, but as characters, we have no idea who they even are.
Oh, like the ET looking dudes?
Yeah, those guys are equally as important as the people in Naboo as senators, but we don't know who those people are. I'm talking about as characters, because in order to have a plot twist, you have to have an audience, and in order to have an audience, you have to have characters. And as a character, Grievous is not as an important character to be considered an important character. That when you kill him off doesn't mean it's a plot twist.
Maybe on the grand scheme of the entire Star Wars story, no, but with the own personal little story arc of him and Obi-Wan forming the rival and everything, that's a huge plot twist with that.
Hold on, guys, I'll be right back.
And everything.
I've literally just been sitting in cover this whole time. Like I don't want.
You see where I'm coming from, though, right?
I see where both of you are coming from. I have to play devil's advocate here.
You still gotta, like, as you always say, everyone has a preference. So
I have to sit in the middle because I look at it from both ways.
So basically, you're saying you agree with both of us.
Yes. I can't really disagree with anything because any point I bring up will look like I'm favoring one over the other. So
I've always viewed the death of a major character. In any series, I've always viewed the death of a character that is significant to the plot, a plot twist.
But I do see where Maddux is coming from. Like, looking strictly at episode 3, Grievous is not that big of a character.
Well, yeah, he's not. I agree with him on that. He's basically, see, one of the things that the prequels suffered from was the fact that in each individual movie, they have their own little internal antagonist that's introduced and then killed off. You got Darth Maul in episode 1, Jango Fett in episode 2, and you got Grievous in episode 3. Then you have Count Dooku.
I don't even remember. Was Jango killed in the... Yeah,
Jango Fett was introduced, and then he was killed. And then, like, Count Dooku, he was introduced in episode 2, had very few screen time in episode 2, and was killed in the very beginning of episode 3. Like,
right, I'm back. What did I miss?
We're talking about how I agree with you in the fact that Grievous was not a significant character in episode 3, and the fact that the problem with the problem with the prequels is the fact that they introduce these antagonists and then they just kill them off really quickly it's like they're significant, but they're not really that significant to the overall story of the internal story of each of the movies. And I agree with you in the fact that Grievous is not a significant character in episode 3, and the fact that his death in just the movies alone is not a plot twist. But throwing everything, the books, comics, TV series, everything that pertains to Star Wars canon, which is the way I would like people to view any franchise. One of the benefits of a multimedia franchise is the fact that it allows the audience to branch out into other forms of media, not just pertaining to one form of media alone.
And I'm okay with that as long as every single branch of that media holds up on its own. In the sense of on the entirety of the Star Wars canon, not the Legends, because we all know that's not canon anymore, but overall, Grievous's death has a huge impact on the audience who's experiencing it at all, because they're like, holy crap. I still don't think it's unexpected, though. He's a general in the droid army, which is obviously losing the war, which is obviously about to go off because, well, if you view it in what I think is the viewing version of, if you're introduced someone to Star Wars, how you should view it, which is 4, 5, which is all 6, or 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, Clone Wars 3, and then go into everything else, including 7 and 8 and Rogue One, then go into everything else.
Rebels in?
Yes, I would throw Rebels after viewing 3, of course. Like, that's part of the everything else. Okay. That's how I think you should view it. If you view it like that, obviously the CSA is not around anymore. The Confederate systems, they're obviously not around anymore. Obviously these people die.
I kind of disagree with both. Well, Ben, what's your order? What's your way that